things. Their pressure disrupted us some a little bit in the first half. We talked about it the last 2 days. We talked about how in previous games like this, sometimes it's a little disruptive in the first quarter, but we figure it out and we settle into getting used to their pressure. And I thought we did that as the game went along, and that was indicative of that stretch right there. I think in the fourth, Kuz was huge for us, 15 points. Made some defensive plays. Trez made some plays. Talon, DS, Bron, everybody contributed in that fourth quarter. But we held them to 21 points, and we took care of the basketball in the fourth.
That action that you were seeing with LeBron and Harold's screen roll, and then it seemed like Kuz on the weak side, and was that something that was scripted, or just LeBron noticing something and kind of going back to the well as it was working?
Yeah, I mean, it's just pick and roll action. Bron and Trez are in that action often, and he's got targets spotted up on the weak side. A strong side corner, weak side if they overhelp. He reads the help, and obviously Trez is a dynamic finisher. Bron's a dynamic attacker and playmaker, and he made some great reads during that stretch.
It looked like you were trying to maybe limit LeBron's minutes a little bit using the rotations, and then he kind of checks back in the fourth quarter, and you guys immediately go on that run. Does that feel comforting, validating? Are you sort of expecting that LeBron had that kind of emphasis right after the All-Star break?
It's actually something we've done, coming into the break, the final few games. We wanted to use a rotation where instead of him coming out at 6 and playing that normal rotation with Anthony out and with Mark out, maybe it makes sense to just look at extending his third quarter, playing him down toward the end of that, and then giving him the first couple minutes of the fourth off, and then bringing him in about the 9-minute mark to close the rest of the way. It's something we looked at. We liked it going into the break. Decided we're going to stick with it and see how it looks tonight. And he was able to come back in fresh and help us close the game out.
Mike, 2 quick ones for you. First, Anthony, what's your reaction to the reevaluation news where he stands now?
Yeah, we anticipated it's going to be a little bit of a build-up. Once we get back, so we'll be patient. We'll continue to compete and win games, and we'll all be very excited when we finally get it back.
And secondly, obviously it's been such a year for Kuzma in terms of showing other parts of his game. We talked about the defense, the skills, deflections, the offensive rebounding. What can it take for him to be able to do both, like he did tonight, to score and do those other things?
Yeah, I mean that's what we need from Kuz. We need that type of performance and proficiency on both ends. On a consistent basis. He's capable. He's shown that he can really help us. He helped us win a championship last year. So, he's one of our most important players, and it's my job to make sure we're putting him in the right position to succeed. His role doesn't change if he starts or if he comes off the bench, and he's going to impact both sides of the ball.
What's your understanding of the EFA, and what does the next phase of his return to play plan look like? Is he doing things on the court going forward to test it out, or what?
Yeah, I really have to dive into the details of that. I'm not sure what the specifics are yet, other than he's going to begin the build up, and we're eager to get him back.
Questions. How's Alex after that? It's kind of a nasty spill. And then secondly on that play, it looked like, even though he was able to stand there, it looked like Trez was kind of grabbing at his back a little bit too. I don't know if you got updates on either of those guys.
Yeah, I didn't get anything on Trez. I think Trez is good to go. Alex obviously was not able to return, is not in the concussion protocol, but is still being evaluated for concussion, but is not in the protocol currently.
Are we have time for 2 more?
Frank, you guys had 54 minutes in the paint in a season
Somewhat. We always want to be in attack mode and attacking the paint and the rim first, and then playing paint to great basketball when help comes. We don't want to force at the rim or on the perimeter. I think the free throw attempts are more indicative of Indiana's style of play. They foul. They're one of the highest fouling teams in the league. So if you're aggressive, playing through their pressure and attacking the paint, their bigs pick up a lot of fouls. So I think it's more about their style of play, than what we're doing. We're always going to try to attack the rim and make great reads when we get to the paint.
Brendan, last question, please.
Hey, Brent, you said with BD re-aggravated his injury in Denver, first thing, we're going to win some ball games. This win puts you guys just above 500, 8-7 without AD. Is that a number that you've watched that's important to you and that we're going to regroup?
I'm looking at we're starting the second half of our season tonight, so we're 1-0 during that stretch. Nobody was happy with how we finished going into the break. Yes, we had some difficult circumstances with playing some hot teams and losing a couple more starters in addition to having AD out, which set us back a little bit. We just got to play through that and put that stretch of it behind us. And we're still undermanned right now, and we're going to be for some time. So we just got to compete and win games. Right now we're 1-0 in the second half, and in a couple nights we'll try to go 2-0.